forbidden door at the O2 will recall both men to the top of the cage through double tables.
Darby Allin, when he was shoved off that top rope, watch out with Darby's head strains the ring apron.
Right back of the neck. Darby Allin is a wrestler. I spent the majority of his career beaten up, dismantled physically, and then coming back. He ascended Mount Everest to plant the AEW flag. He took Eddie Kingston's spot in the Anakin Arena match weeks after getting run down by a New York City bus. This man's almost unstoppable, redoubtable. But everybody has a limit.
Well, do they? Does Darby really have a limit?
Me. As long as there's a breath in his body, I dare not.
Darby Allin struggling to his feet as this match. Nobody home for Gabe Kidd charging into the barricade, and Darby made a swift escape. But this match, despite the escalating levels of violence between these two men, this is a traditional professional wrestling match. Hence the count on the floor from referee Rick Knox.
I don't know anything traditional about this or not, but I get what you're saying. You know, remember the movie Unbreakable? I think Darby Allin is that. Look at this. He's
Darby clutching his head, I'm sure, after that skill he took against the barricade, against the ring apron, bouncing Gabe Kidd's head off the barricade.
All the respect for Darby Allin in the world, Tony, but he's not a superhero. He's not immortal.
Darby went to the bottom rope to break the count, reset the count. Goes to the floor to Gabe Kidd. Oh my goodness! Kidd just threw Darby.
Is everyone okay back there?
I think everybody but Darby's okay.
Darby over the timekeeper's table. Watch this.
Just got the area cleared out ahead of time. We're talking to somebody else going to the hospital.
Kidd.
But watch out!
Darby under the steel steps. Darby face driven into that steel, courtesy of the catapult by Gabe Kidd.
If he comes back from that, I think he is a superhero. That DC should do a comic book about him. He's amazing. If Darby and Gabe Kidd loving this right now.
Just take a look here. Driving the face. The forehead. All the way through it still.
He got his arms up, but you're right, the forehead's still connected.
Rick Knox, once again, the 10 count on the floor for Darby Allin. We've seen him overcome so much in his career, Nigel, but just days after being medically cleared, how can he possibly endure something like this?
No question, he's not going to be 100%. He never is, and perhaps that's his strength and his curses. Oh gosh, yeah, he had to think after his head driven through the steel.
Darby lacerated by those steel steps.
He's still trying to get to his feet.
Steel meets skin. Steel has wings.
Oh, and just a battering ram. Gabe Kidd using the top of the head into Darby's temple, and now choking and throttling Darby.
I gotta say, Gabe is an assault specialist, there's no doubt.
Kidd sends Darby sternum first into the corner.
Gabe Kidd spent plenty of time in a mental hospital, taking a taste of Darby Allin's blood.
There's plenty of it, Nigel. Look at it, just flowing off his head now.
A brutally violent young lion in New Japan. Cast of his pride.
Yeah, that put Eddie Kingston on the sideline for 18 months. Did Gabe Kidd. That blood all over Gabe Kidd, of course, is Darby's.
Kidd has proclaimed himself, as you can see here, driving the head.
Oh, the head just bouncing off the ring post.
Almost colliding with right in your living room. Wow. Right with the cameraman at ringside. Even our camera people aren't safe. with Gabe Kidd.
Oh, look at these blows, Nigel. My God.
He's beating the tar out of Darby Allin. Good Lord.
Powerful elbow strike, and Darby wilting under this brutal assault.
Darby's back to his feet.
Darby drop kicking the chair into Kidd's face.
Not the fearless and some would say reckless Darby Allin. As I said, it's a breath in his body. You're going to get him to fight.
All right, look at this, pulling himself up, screaming in pain.
Looks like a laceration on his side. Not sure if it occurred in this match or probably occurred 2 nights ago when he was thrown down those steps by Kidd.
Supposed to be a scar on the back. I don't know if you saw it right there from Sting's retirement match that we were all part of and Darby was a part of. And where's that badge? Oh, look at this.
Kidd lacerated by the chair and Darby Allin. Darby gouging at it as Gabe Kidd.
He's going to go up top.
Bloodied, battered, but Darby up to the top. We've seen this out of him in the past. Massive drop kick from the top to the floor.
The Daredevil living up to his name. And the big risk with a missile drop kick. It's not the impact. The first impact. What's the second impact? That's 15 feet through the air, landing on the mat after the original impact. You are putting your own body at risk. You're sacrificing your own body for the damage you can do to your opponent.
Kidd returned to the ring by Darby Allin. Again, Kidd struggling to make it to his feet as Darby struggling to make it into the ring. Kidd began his 2025 with an incredible battle against Kenny Omega in New Japan Pro Wrestling, and now closing it out with this bloody affair against Darby Allin in Chicago.
Oh yeah. Look at that. The Crimson Mask.
It's Crimson Body now.
Gabe Kidd just bathing in his own blood.
The claret did flow. Ready to tell Gabe Kidd.
Open-handed strikes in the corner, now sinking his teeth into the flesh of Darby Allin.
Gabe Kidd has some of the hardest strikes I've ever seen. And I've seen a lot. But Gabe Kidd can really throw. Like right there. Jeez. Oh.
It's that New Japan strong style. Give it all.
I think Nigel, he's looking for a pile driver off the ropes, but Darby desperately clinging on to the top turnbuckle.
And look at the legs around the turnbuckle. That's in the walk. Darby up.
Darby biting Kidd's face. Sinking his fingernails into the flesh of Gabe Kidd. Uh-oh. And Darby.
Cold red.
Escaped by Gabe Kidd.
I think Gabe's right arm prevented Rick Knox's hand from hitting the mat on that kickout.
Here it comes.
Darby on the ascent.
Coffin drop.
On target.
But damage to the lower back, potentially from the missile drop kick to the outside, prevented Darby Allin from getting the pinfall. He has allowed Gabe Kidd the time to escape for some respite on the outside as the official begins the count up to 2.
Darby's won so many encounters with that coffin drop. Gabe Kidd knew he had to take himself out of play, take himself out of Darby's range. Or else that could have been it, but now Darby has no range.
Oh no, he's going to try again.
You can see Darby measuring it. He was looking up and look at that.
Another coffin drop from ringside.
You knew what Darby was going to do, and damn it, he did it.
I misspoke. Darby doesn't have no range. He has limitless range. The coffin drop from the top to the floor, crushing Gabe Kidd.
This hurt me. Oh, there was so little give on the outside. 4 to 5 inches of mat, but beneath it, it is concrete. I can tell you, I remember once, I got body slammed from the floor on the mat. I couldn't breathe for about 30 seconds. I can only imagine how this man is back to his feet. I don't know, Tony, I might have to agree, he is a superhero.
I think he is. I think he's the man of titanium.
Puddles of blood from both combatants. Darby making the crawl, trying to put an end to this match. The leg is hooked. 2, and now Kid kicks out, but Darby has him hooked.
Scorpion death drop.
An homage to his friend, his mentor, Sting. And now Darby.
Maybe looking for another one.
Yes.
Darby, the legs are hooked. He's down.
Scorpion death lock.
The Scorpion Deathlock is ceased, and Gabe Kidd in trouble.
Darby Allin sitting down deep, even though it's applying pressure to the lower back of Gabe Kidd. Darby Allin is giving a lot of energy to have to keep this hold on.
Kidd pushing up, trying to make the crawl to the ropes for Darby. What do you think? Darby just felt he slumped forward.
He's exhausted. We're not that far removed from where he was thrown down the stairs in New York, unable to keep the hold on.
Right.
Darby slumped forward. He relinquished the hold, but now, Gabe Kidd just battered Darby.
What a whiplash of Allen's head.
And a battering ram headbutt to the jaw. Kidd.
What a lariat, my God.
And Kidd's not done. He hoists Darby up, drop it.
Pile driver.
This has got to be it. 1, 2, no!
Darby's alive! He's alive!
But for how much longer?
These strikes by Gabe Kidd are unbelievable.
Gabe Kidd is
What?
For how much longer?
These strikes by Gabe Kidd are unbelievable. Darby's alive! He's alive!
But for how much longer?
These strikes by Gabe Kidd
Oh.
are unbelievable.
Gabe Kidd
Shoulder.